I have the first three books of this movie. I don't know if people really know about the books. I enjoyed them as a kid. I don't remember much about them, but I'll probably reread them one day. I don't know if they made any more after that. But the movie, it's pretty solid. The movie follows Jack Frost, who's reluctant to be a guardian like Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Sandman, and the Tooth Fairy. I will say it's kind of silly that they have all the people be able to do things on their own. You know, Santa does stuff on his own, he delivers all the presents by himself. The Easter Bunny is able to deliver eggs all over the earth by tunnels. Sandman, Sandman. But the Tooth Fairy has to have fairies. You know, I don't think when people talk about the Tooth Fairy, they really talk about her having fairies. I think it's just kind of a made up thing for this movie, which, I mean, all of these are made up characters that, your parents tell you about, but I do think it's a little silly that the only woman character in the movie has to have help. All the other ones kind of do it on their own. Like, yeah, I mean, Santa has workers that do the toys, but he delivers them all by himself. The reindeer take him there. The Easter Bunny does it all with the tunnels, but the Tooth Fairy, she can't do anything now that all her Tooth Fairies are gone. But it's just used as a plot device, so I guess I can kind of get it. Pitch Black is a pretty decent villain. I think they're trying to make you sympathize with him, but at the same time, he's just evil. So no, I don't really sympathize with him. Maybe it's more just trying to have Jack Frost have a reason to sympathize with him. Jack Frost is a pretty cool character, pun intended. He's just a lot of fun. His backstory is kind of lazy, though. It's just like they use it as a plot device. They straight up say it too, where we end up seeing his memories, because part of the movie is that he doesn't have his memories, where he saves his sister as a kid and he ends up dying, like just freezing to death, which is kind of dark for a kid's movie. And I guess his body was just never recovered because years later he wakes up and comes out the ice. Which is just crazy. I guess nobody went there and got him out of the water. And he comes to the conclusion that because he saved his sister one time as a kid, because she was a loved one, and he didn't want to see a loved one die, that this is the reason why he's a guardian, because he's meant to save people. Which just feels so forced. Like, oh yeah, he saved a family member as a kid, so he's a good guy. Sandman temporarily dies, and it's supposed to be like this big heartbreak moment, which I definitely remember being heartbroken as a kid. The first time watching it anyway, but he ends up just coming back to life. It's just a decent movie. There isn't a lot to say about it. They have the little fake out where Jack Frost disappoints the team, but then he makes up for it. And, they take down Pitch Black, and that's the movie. I have seen a lot of people hyping it up with how good it is lately, but I think it's just kind of a solid kids movie. It's not really anything special. I do think it's funny that Hugh Jackman plays the Easter Bunny.